Each night at 8. This is North City TV.
Good evening, everybody. It's Wynton and Raewyn here. Welcome to North City Television. I've never been on television before and it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but Wynton and I have had some thoughts that have been encouraging and helped us keep going over the last week or two, and we just thought we would like to share them with you. So, Wynton.
Thank you. When I was a kid, I read the story about Chicken Little. And what happened is an acorn fell on Chicken Little's head. And he felt like the sky was falling in. And so he rushed off to his friend Henny Penny, I believe the name of the chicken was, and said to them, the sky is falling in. And what happened is they passed on this exaggerated doom and gloom with no hope. And it kept spreading. So what is the flip side of this action? And I was thinking, what is it that sets us apart as people of God? We are blessed to be a blessing. We are known by our love, and we we have a spirit of hope and peace and of a sound mind. So what opportunities are there for us to be a blessing, to show love and to pass on peace? Let's not be like Chicken Little. If you feel like the sky is falling in, then there is an alternative. You can be a blessing. You can encourage others and you can do stuff. Raewyn.
Okay, so for me last week, the sky felt a little bit like it had fallen in. As most of you will know, I'm a major extrovert. I'm fed and I gain energy from being with people. And I'm afraid being in a house with just two others and only talking to people on phone and on Zoom or whatever it is I use on my computer doesn't always quite fill my need. And I was explaining this to God one day last week, I guess following some of what Donald had said about, it's okay to lament. It's okay to tell God how it is. It's okay to, I guess in more modern language, to vent. So I was explaining to God how it felt, and then I was thinking about, okay, so where to now? And this little thought dropped into my mind. Now, let me just explain this thought. Sometimes in my channel surfing on TV in the past, I have come across a channel called HGTV. Now, I don't actually recommend HGTV particularly because it's actually just a gimme channel by and large. It's about not being satisfied with what you've got, and I want more, and I want the biggest and the best, the most decadent, the most luxurious. That's probably not a good message for any of us, really. But there is one program that I've never actually watched the whole thing through, but I've watched a snippet. And it was about doing up your pool area to your house so that you had the biggest and best pool area. And these pool areas were full of islands and decks and saunas and hot water pools and waterfalls, and you name it, they had it. And it was absolutely extravagant and luxurious and decadent. But in the midst of my saying to God, how am I going to get through? Where am I going to get my life from when I'm living in a more confined and restricted space? I was reminded of these waterfalls in these pool areas and how they were really extravagant. And I felt like God said to me, if you sit under my waterfall and allow me to wash over you with my love and my grace and my strength and my courage, and all of those things that you need from me, then you will get through. And so I have been practicing sitting under an extravagant waterfall that comes from God, that comes from a God who knows me, knows my extrovert personality, knows the things that are challenges for me. And I have been practicing sitting under that waterfall. And that waterfall, as I sit under it and bathe in it and immerse myself in it, through prayer, through reading the word, through just sitting and being with God, then I can pick up and be and do what Wynton's talking about. Blessed to be a blessing, able to encourage, able to love others, have enough self-control that I can try to be kind and thoughtful and walking in love and peace and a sound mind. So that's our thoughts at the moment. Do you have anything more to add, Wynton?
I'd like to pray. Yeah. Father, we do want to just give ourselves afresh to you. Lord, that we would find you in this time. Lord, where everything's different. Lord, protect us, protect our minds, I pray. Lord, that we would be people who know you and make a difference. Lord, people who are steeped in you so that we can be a blessing. Amen.
Amen.